Thanks, Cheryl. So I'm talking specifically from the perspective of social enterprise, and hopefully give some flavour of the way that we work in partnership in Oxfordshire. So the Low Carbon Hub is a partner in Project LEO, which is one of the smart energy demonstrator projects, with all of the partners that you see on the bottom of the slide, and also we work closely with Origami as part of the project. I'm going to show you a film, little animation to show you how the Low Carbon Hub model works, so that I don't have to explain that, and it'll do it in much less time than if I tried to do it myself. So hopefully you'll enjoy the film and come out with some understanding of how our model works. Thanks, Anna.
What can I do about the climate crisis? It's the question we're all asking ourselves. We each try to do our bit with our time, our choices, and our money. These small steps all help, but we also need large-scale change, ambitious new ideas and approaches. Here at the Low Carbon Hub, we're pioneering a bold new way to tackle one of the biggest challenges of all: how to accelerate the transition to a zero-carbon energy system. Investing in green energy to increase renewable energy generation is a crucial first step, but we can't stop there. At the Low Carbon Hub, we do things differently. We've created a powerful feedback loop, which makes every pound you invest go further. Each of our renewable installations not only generates locally produced clean energy, but also accelerates the transition to the zero-carbon energy system we want for the future, providing electricity, heat, and a clean transport system, all powered by renewables. And it doesn't stop there. The installations also produce an ongoing income, which is reinvested in further projects, helping local organizations become more energy efficient, funding green innovation, and backing further community energy projects. We make every pound of investment work hard to bring our vision of a smart and fair energy system to life. We're already at the heart of a growing partnership of people and organizations across Oxfordshire, working together for a low-carbon future. And this success means we can do even more, unlocking future investment. It's a virtuous circle, and it could be a game changer, because we're only getting started. We want to make Oxfordshire an example for the world, to show how the right investment, used in the right way, can help meet our energy needs in a way that's good for people and for the planet. Put your money to work to help us make this a reality. Join us and make it happen. www.lowcarbonhub.org/invest.
Brilliant. Thanks, Anna. If you could go on to the next slide, please. Thank you. So why I wanted to show that film is that it can get quite complicated talking about the model for the Low Carbon Hub. But the point of the group of social enterprises we are is to work with people right across Oxfordshire, to work in partnership for the long term, because everything that we do now has to be planned, not just at one point for one delivery point, but over decades. And so we need some real stickability in there. We need some really reliable, repeatable funding coming in to support communities to work together with their local authorities, so that plans can be put in place that have a long-term stewardship plan there as well, that they are sustainable in themselves. And so the toolkit that Eris has put together needs models underneath it that mean that we can all keep working with that until 2050. And I don't know about you, but I'm fully intending to be there in my wheelchair. So what that model allows us to do is to, and the reason why we've got to the point that we have, is that we work really carefully in partnership with our 6 local authorities in Oxfordshire, particularly Oxford City Council. That's our longest and closest relationship, but increasingly with the other 4 district councils and the county council. We have a revolving construction fund with Oxford City Council, which means that we can fund new projects before we've raised the share capital from the community. And that's been a huge sort of engine to our flywheel of growth. That fund has revolved twice already, and we're looking for a further revolution this coming year to fund our big new solar and battery installation near Bicester. We work with Oxfordshire County Council to identify co-investment opportunities on its estate that, given that all of our 6 local authorities are relatively small in terms of their land holdings, their capital and their revenue funding, they find it very helpful to be working with us, who have a separate business model. We're independent, but we have a very strong social ethos locally. And we've over almost the whole time that we've been in existence so far, we're 10 years old in December 21. We've worked on big funding programs, and Project Leo is just the sort of next step up in scale from that. So we partnered with the City and County Council on Horizon 2020 funding program called Oxfutures 1, and then repeated that through ERDF funding, which is now going to last until 2023, including then Cherwell District Council in that partnership. And then with Project Leo, which is a wide and deep partnership, really pulling on that energy system ecosystem that we've been building up in Oxfordshire over about the last 15 to 20 years. So a lot of people know a lot of people in different guises, and quite often senior university researchers such as Professor Malcolm McCulloch, who is the PI for Oxford University on Project Leo. I first started working with him about 12 years ago on his own house energy efficiency work, volunteering in my own community. And the reason why we can partner in that way, particularly on the RDF and Project Leo projects, require us to put in our match funding against the grant funding that comes out. We do that because we can leverage our community benefit funds to multiply the impact of our investments. And our last set of accounts show a 13-to-1 leverage on that funding. And that's what helps us to help communities, but also be the innovation catalyst, which is an increasing part of our role locally. And so we are a key part of that innovation ecosystem, working towards the smart local energy system in Oxfordshire. We've got over 1,000 local investors now. In fact, it's about 1,300. We work with 35 community energy groups. We've got 62 primary substations in Oxfordshire. So you can see, you know, we've got communities working in most of those already, and we now know what sort of system we need to be building to work with their local authorities to have consistent, reliable, foreseeable funding to help them do that. We can build those partnering relationships with the businesses, universities and local authorities who are key parts of that ecosystem. And it means also that we're now in a position actually to contribute to the funding for local strategic exercises like the Oxfordshire Energy Strategy, where we provided people, the Oxfordshire Low Carbon Economy Report, which we're just about to repeat, we're providing funds. The Oxford City Citizens Assembly, where we provided, again, resource. And we're a consistent voice in that. We can keep holding our local authorities to account, and they want to be, which is one of the really brilliant things. They want to be held to account over the long term. And it's a great symbiotic partnership so far, and our social enterprise model allows us independently to keep taking that role. Thanks.